wondered why rabbits have those cute little fluffy tails? It wasn't always so. Long, long time ago, when the people lived upon the earth, rabbits had long tails, swishy tails, and this one day a rabbit came out. I love my tail. It swishes to and fro. I'm such a fine, fine rabbit. And Rabbit was pouncing along, munching a bit here and munching a bit there, when a bobcat sprung out from the bushes and pinned Rabbit down. Ah, you're just what I want for my dinner. And little Rabbit looked up at that bobcat and said, oh, you don't want to eat me. I'm so skinny, you just don't want to eat me, bobcat. Why wouldn't I want to eat you? You want to eat me. Excuse me. You want to eat me because I'm a good rabbit. I'm a tasty rabbit. But let me tell you this. I am too skinny for you. Please, Mr. Bobcat, if you let me go, I'll find you the fattest turkey you could possibly eat. I like turkey. I'd like a fat turkey. I suppose I can wait. So he unpinned the rabbit. And Rabbit said, Bobcat, here's how it works. I'm going to go out and find the fattest turkey you can imagine. And I'm going to bring the turkeys back here. And you're going to lay down in this road with your paws in the air and you're going to act dead. And then when I give the signal, jump up and catch the biggest, then you, Mr. Bobcat, can have yourself a fine, fat turkey gobbler for your dinner. I should like that. Oh, thank you so much. I'll wait here. But you gotta play dead. Okay. So the bobcat laid there and went dead. And Rabbit, with her long, swishy tail, hopped about into the woods. She came into the woods and came into a clearing. And there in that clearing were turkeys. They're having their own little turkey convention. And they were talking back and forth. They were doing a little turkey dance. And Rabbit went right into the center of them and started bouncing around with her long, swishy tail, saying, the bobcat's dead! The bobcat's dead! And the turkeys stopped. Yes, the bobcat's dead, turkeys. I don't think we can believe it. Come follow me, and I will show you the dead bobcat in the middle of the road. So those turkeys got into a line right behind that long-tailed, swishy rabbit. And she hopped about here and there with the turkeys following behind her, and they were all gobbling. Followed her out into the path. And they came to where the bobcat lay dead. They looked at it and they made sure. It was dead, all right. And then Rabbit started thumping. She started thumping. And she started thumping on the ground. And the turkeys started going round and round to the beat of her thumping. And they went round and round. And faster and faster and faster until they were in a frenzy. And their eyes were rolling in back of their head. And their wattles were swinging to and fro. And they were delirious. And that's when Rabbit said it. Jump up and catch the biggest! Bobcat pounced up and caught himself the biggest turkey. It took a few moments before those delirious turkeys realized what had happened. And then they stopped, ruffled their feathers. They looked this way and that way and saw that their friend was pinned. And the bobcat was already starting to munch, feathers and all. He didn't care. Then those turkeys looked for that rabbit with the long tail. And they laser focused. And Rabbit looked and said, better run! And Rabbit took out across the field with that tail swishing right behind her, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And she wanted to find a hole that she could jump into. And she kept going in this direction and that direction, and finally she found a hole. She leaped down into that hole, but on the other end, a turkey took a hold of that long, swishy tail. And Rabbit twisted this way, and Rabbit twisted that way, and again this way, and that way, until Rabbit broke loose and slid down into the burrow. Rabbit was breathing so heavily. And then Rabbit thought something was a little different. Swished a little bit, but that tail didn't swing out in front of her. Instead, she turned and saw that now her tail was just a fine little stump of a tail. And that is why rabbits no longer have long, swishy tails. Indeed, they have short, fluffy tails. And that was told to me from that long day ago to this day right now. Thank you.